started. Right here.
Welcome to the Good Stuff Morning Show. Here are your hosts, Kyle and Kenny.
Good morning, Kenny.
Hey, Kyle, what's up? Good morning.
Not a whole lot. I'm just pouring through my email here, and it looks as though there's a brand new show on HBO Max now, with a viral marketing campaign. Did you get that email? Do you remember where you were when you received the integration test number 1 email from HBO Max?
What?
It's the thing. It's the zeitgeist. It is what is happening.
Oh, here it is.
Right now, in folks' inboxes. It's
in my
happening.
junk. It's in my junk email box. That's
really
why. Yeah. 6:05 p.m.
You know what
Junk
happened is
email.
probably so many people marked it as junk. Are you in mail? What are you in now these days?
Yeah. iCloud.
Okay.
Yeah, I launch a browser and then I go to iCloud.com and then I click on the mail icon and then I close the browser because I realize, I have mail on my desktop.
And that's just a script you run. It just does all that at once.
Correct. Automator.
It's just an automator script that runs through. It opens a window, realizes that it's done this already. It has another application, then it closes it.
Yes, it's sentient automator.
You know what? Great. Yes. Uh-huh.
Wait, isn't that just me? And aren't I just the sentient automator? After doing it day after day after day after day. Okay, so tell me what you thought when you received this email in your inbox.
Remember,
load remote content
when,
and also moving this to the inbox. There we go.
It took a little while. It's just kind of on a delay, and it's a little long, honestly. But I was, I think, sitting on my sofa, sitting on a large ice pack with an ice pack also tucked into my front pocket of my dress shirt. And I pulled up my email to discover that.
Wait, hold on. You're seriously not going to address the ice packs you're sitting on?
You don't just sit on ice packs? Is that not a...
No, Kyle, I don't sit on ice packs. I actually put them in the freezer.
It was 91 degrees in my house today, and so I was trying
to cool off.
I was trying to cool off. I was trying to, just cool my core,
It sounds like you're trying to cool your butt.
It's the only part of me that's hot these days.
That is my core.
That is just, it's my whole being is just centered. It's right there, but I was just pouring through email. There it was. Integration test number 1. I don't know. So anyway, I feel bad for whatever engineers accidentally sent this one out. It's bound to happen. Everyone has some kind of email snafu happen to them when they're building applications. This is probably a one and done thing.
I think I've received like 3 or 4 HBO Max emails just today.
Well, so yes, probably it could have been that they were migrating to a new service. Who knows, right? But what it doesn't bode well for, I would argue, is last week HBO Max also had their issue on Apple TV with their whole application thing, the player, just not working, just completely borked.
Right, because they moved from the native player
to their own player, and it just didn't work. That's a heck of an integration test. Likely not the number 1 integration test that they've done. So at least they're doing it. At least they're doing integration tests, which is good to see. But so
basically,
not the kind of press you want.
No, but what you're doing is you're outlining a PSA to our listeners to go check your inbox, and if you have it, you are subscribed to HBO Max. If you don't have an integration email or integration test number 1 email, then you should sign up for HBO Max. It's pretty good. They got some good stuff on there, right, Kyle?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
We are not sponsored by.
I do not endorse nor support. I think we've already talked about this. I just don't. There's so many weird issues. One, with the application, but two, with the way that I know I'm not on Chromecast anymore, which in itself was sort of a weird experience because you could not, with the Chromecast, you could not control the volume with Chromecast of anything you were streaming from HBO because it all went Dolby digital, through there, which nice if you've got a surround sound system plugged in. Not so great if they're just regular speakers that you're trying to turn up and down.
Really? So everything was low, is what you're saying?
It was relatively low, and between listening to either regular digital audio or stereo content to the like Dolby Atmos that they push through the HDMI into my receiver, I had to crank it at least 2x. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this was through Chromecast?
This was through Chromecast. It's not as bad when you're doing it through the Apple TV. Seems to be a little more seamless for whatever reason. Like, I just can't tell the difference. But the Chromecast experience my Chromecast experience was I would have an automation for, I would say, like, the Garco movie time, and it would turn down all the lights and turn up the volume on the TV all the way to the top, and then say, enjoy the movie.
Gross. So I hate that. I hate that a lot.
It would make popcorn for me.
Yeah. Actually, that is the dream, though, right? It's to speak a command to your home control.
And popcorn happens. Yeah.
Right. You are transported to a movie theater, essentially. That is an oldie. That
extremely old.
You couldn't have an older sound, I think.
We don't have any. We don't have any other that Mitchell and Webb look sounds on the board other than cheese and petrol.
Hey.
That's actually older. Yeah, probably just movie wise older. Anyway, patreon.com/goodstuff. We have prepared the soundboard draft. We will be conducting the soundboard draft as a part of our Patreon. 64 sounds being drafted one after the other by me and Kenny here on this program. And then we will use those 64 sounds, that grid of 8, to play Soundboard Battleship, which I don't know if that's going to be on the show or not. That sounds like just the worst audio imaginable.
It sounds like you're doing a Patreon only tease, but then you completely undercut it and ruined it when you said absolutely unlistenable.
I don't want to have to be on TikTok or anything because that's just another thing for me to be doing. And I'm busy sitting on ice packs. So who has time for that?
Kyle, listeners, please get him on TikTok. It's going to be hilarious. He's going to make so many songs. All right, here we go.
These are today's headlines.
Speaking of songs,
yeah,
there's a whole lot of them on the green one. What are those coming out of that little green thing? Is that like little waves? Is it a speaker, or are they waves coming out of the thing? Out of what
Spotify's live audio app, Greenroom, formally launched this week on iOS and Android, marking the company's first real attempt at creating a social media platform. The social audio app, which is similar to Clubhouse, it allows users to host live conversations about sports, music, and culture. Okay, Spotify, goody for you. It's okay. It's based on Locker Room, which Betty Labs actually created and Spotify acquired in March. That app focused solely on sports content, so users who have been logged on since the start will have to get used to seeing more than just sports talk, which is likely the biggest change, sure, for Spotify users. Other noticeable changes to the app are mostly visual. It now has a Spotify, what you said, green and black color scheme, as well as a new logo and font. Functionality-wise, it also now features native recording, which allows users to save their shows and distribute them as podcasts, like this one.
We're not on there, right?
No. This sounds like a. I don't want to say cash grab because it can't.
I mean, what money? What money?
Right. It can't be a cash grab if you're not. If you're not grabbing any cash.
No.
But this is like trying to ride the wave, trying to ride the hype wave, right? Of Clubhouse, which is it still a wave? Is it still hyped? I don't think so.
I still see some people doing the Twitter Spaces.
But now that like everything's opening up in this country, having a virtual only presence is, I mean, I'm sure it's still desirable for some folks, for people who actually enjoyed being in lockdown like me. That was nice. I didn't have to talk to anybody in person. Feel their spit hit my face as they talked with their mouths wide open. Ugh. But I don't see this having the same cultural effect if we were still like everything digital, right? I think now that things are opening and people are getting out, it's the summer and people are returning to their normal lives and returning to their normal routines, and all digital presence is not as hip.
I just don't understand the desire to talk to people you don't know about a
culture.
Subject, just about a thing, and not. Is it? It just doesn't. It's difficult for me to compute. I just don't like. This is a podcast, right? But it's ephemeral. Like, it doesn't exist. It's just these are chat rooms, but with voices, which seems like.
It seems like the noisiest place to be.
The worst kind of chat room I could imagine would be one that has the comments that are being written down being spoken aloud. That sounds like the single worst experience. Imagine Reddit, but through a screen reader.
Right.
Like
it's supposed to be a club, right? You're supposed to have the same feeling as though you're at a club and there's a bunch of noise and conversations happening around you. And it's an atmosphere, right? They're trying to create an atmosphere. Except calling this green room is so weird, because green room is where you go to prep. Green room is where you go to like focus and meditate before you actually do the thing.
Right. So you're preparing to. Are you finding? Is this like dating but for podcasts, where you're supposed to go and like find your match? Find like, who do you have good? Is this how I find a new brother? Is what I'm asking.
What are you, in first grade?
Yeah, no, Kyle, don't do that. Don't go into one of these green rooms or clubhouses and go, who wants to be my next brother?
I would love it. I would love it if we did that. I'm really digging deep now onto just to find some of these sounds maybe that we could use here.
Anyway, so if you're interested in that kind of thing, it, like I said, it's not for everybody, but it is.
Have you ever, and see, what I need to know is, have you ever tuned in to one of these?
No, absolutely not.
I haven't. I'm scared. I'm scared to press any of like the Twitter Spaces, the Clubhouse, the Instagram Lives.
Is it the feeling that if as soon as you listen in, you might inadvertently speak up, and then everyone goes and turns around, looks at you, and goes, "Ugh, get out of here."
It's like walking into a class late. Yeah,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
There's
agree.
there's that feeling that I'm worried about, because I might actually, you're on, here we go.
Yeah.
There's that's that feeling. I think the other feeling is that I'm going to go into one of these things and just have head to toe, just have the color drained from me, and it will sound so cringy and be so unlistenable that, like, I would rather get on some kind of party line, just give me your ding dang telephone number and maybe we can have a conversation that way.
Right. Yeah, let's have a conference call.
Yes. Okay. How about I'll just send out my Zoom link, and whoever wants to join can just join, and we'll make our own little clubhouse, whatever. It sounds, I'm worried. I'm worried that I would just be really kind of
Awkward.
bothered. Yeah. Awkward. It'd be so awkward and cringy.
Yeah, I agree. Again, people out there might think otherwise.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Oh boy. Wow, you sounded sick in that one.
I did 2015. Yeah. I don't know. I'm very sick for some reason.
Oh, this one makes me sick. Starlink dishes go into, quote, thermal shutdown once they hit 122 Fahrenheit. So this has direct correlation to your heat exposure today, Kyle.
Yes.
Why don't you enlighten us on your situation and then how it relates to this?
Well, see, I've also got Starlink internet. I'm currently on Starlink internet. It's how you're hearing me. Well, not you, the listener, because that's recorded straight to my hard drive, and then we're mixing that down later. But the only way that my Clubhouse brother co-host here can hear me is through Starlink internet. And so today, I was worried that I was going to hit the quote unquote thermal shutdown notice on SpaceX's broadband service called Starlink, because it's mounted to the roof. It's right there, right on top of my roof, and bouncing a bunch of, super hot sun radiation just right into that dishy thing. The thought is apparently that here over in Arizona, some folks lost internet for up to 7 hours because of the heat that they had there. We're having sort of a heat wave here on the west coast of the United States, and that's rough, especially if it's controlling. If you're not home and you're trying to control things like your thermostat remotely and all sorts of stuff, it's bad news. For remote places that are probably using this Starlink internet. So again, this is where people come in and say like, well, it's beta. Like Elon told you it's beta. I get it.
Sure, Elon said it was beta. He did not tell me that thermal shutdown was 122 degrees Fahrenheit.
No, that sounds really low for any kind of like
outdoor implement,
outdoor weatherized computer element. I'm surprised. The thing is, though, the whole face of the dish is white, and so it is built to reflect as much as it can. But it's mounted onto roofs. It has like this little tripod thing. You could put it on the ground. I think if mine was on the ground, probably all of that sort of radiant heat from either the ground or bricks or things like that would probably have been worse than where it's mounted on the roof today, I would guess, but I'm not totally sure. Doesn't have any fans in it. Doesn't have really much
that
of
was actually
anything.
going to be my next observation, which is where you are, you get a little bit of a breeze. You get some airflow through there.
Yeah. In
Arizona, it can be a dead dry heat, right? It can just be stagnant air. No, nothing moves. And it's 120 degrees. So,
yeah. So far, so good.
Oh, wait, where's the barf sound?
Right here.
There's one called barf. No, it's called. Where did it go?
I'm wired for the next 3 years.
Oh, burp barf. That's a better one.
The names of these, I think, are maybe half the fun at this point. But so anyway,
lead singer Bono.
Wrong podcast. I'm sure it'll be fine. No big deal. We're still here. We're still connected. It's cooling down now. It's
okay,
nighttime.
good. Okay, good.
I mean, it's morning. But sorry, everyone.
Oh, yeah. It's really cold this morning.
The illusion here.
Anyway, here's what's inside Google's first ever retail store. That's right. Google announced its first ever permanent retail location last month, and now it's open. Officially, this is, quote, the Google Store Chelsea, and it lives in New York City on 15th and 9th, aka the Chelsea Market Building, aka the headquarters of Google's New York City campus. Unlike the stark white Apple stores that Google is chasing after, the Google Store has a natural look with warm wood walls and furniture. Whimsical bendy rods shoot out of the floor and decorate the store, looking like a giant version of a bead maze from a pediatrician's office. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Do you see it in the image here, right? You see the whole the things that like wooden beads that you would move from one end and then you'd like snake them around the thing over to the other end.
Yeah, it's very you feel like you're transporting when you're walking through this life-size version of that. The store was designed by Ivy Ross, which is Google's VP of hardware design. So I guess trying to evoke as much Google hardware design language as possible.
But nothing they make is wood. Nothing they make is wood.
Well, you can't manufacture.
Why not?
Cheap stuff that's wood.
Wait. Why not have like a Google Store version, like a wood version of the Pixel phone?
Okay, I'd buy that. And you couldn't dunk it in water though.
Just like lacquer it like a boat. Of course you can dunk it in water.
Make a boat out of Google Pixels.
Yeah.
But what can you buy in a Google store? I'll tell you, Kyle. It's essentially it's an offline version of store.google.com. Basically, if you go there, you'll see what's in there. That means it will sell Pixel phones, earbuds, including the Pixel Buds A. What are they called?
I don't know. 2A.
Yeah, they
Pixel
got
Buds 2A.
They got announced today. In another email I got in my inbox. And then they sent like a correction email, but I didn't see anything that was changed. I don't know. Anyway, so you could get, like I said, Pixel phones, earbuds, Pixelbook laptops, Chromecasts, Google TVs, Stadia controllers, and Nest branded speakers, smart displays, thermostats, smoke detectors, cameras, Wi-Fi routers, and doorbells. Google also notes that it will have experts on hand to help visitors get the most out of their devices, like a Genius Bar, such as troubleshooting an issue, fixing a cracked Pixel screen, or helping with installations. Yeah. Hey, I'm going to go to the Google store so you can help me install this thing at my house. How's that going to work? You tell me.
I doubt that it's installations.
It's like FAQs basically in store.
Yes, maybe, or they just connect you with like, hey, let's get you on a chat window here with someone who can actually help you. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. This is the only one of these things, right? And so they're probably like trying to figure it out.
This is pilot program. Clearly taking cues from Apple and Microsoft to a degree, because Microsoft had their retail centers for a bit. I don't know. There's a thing. I think they closed those, right?
I'm pretty sure they closed. I went into one and it looked like this Google store, very similar to this Google store. So
I don't know. There's entire like documentaries and books written about Apple stores and why it was such a initially like a far gone concept that they could even pull it off, and now it's, you know, one of the best performing store outlet things ever. Right, because of the price of the products involved, I think they sell the highest amount of merchandise, not like quantity, but in terms of like their revenue through the store, I think is the highest amount through any other
retail
store chain. I said chore. It's a chore to try to say store chain.
Swag.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think maybe I'll have high hopes for Google. Maybe they'll pull this off. It'll be enough like an Apple store that I won't feel uncomfortable in it. And I'll buy. I'm only integrated into their Nest system, but I don't know. Maybe they'll pull me over from my Apple fanboy stuff.
No, come on.
Okay,
no.
fine. You're right.
The only thing I want to do with these stores, I do want to go into one. Okay. All right.
I didn't know what that was going to be. It says drinking water.
Oh gosh, I'm going to have hiccups now. The only thing I want to do going into one of these Google stores is walk up to the counter and jump up and grab one of these bars and do a pull-up. That's it.
No, what you want to do is to walk into one of these stores and go into the middle of the store and just scream, "Hey, Google!" And then all the lights in the entire store light up. That's right. Yeah, just like that. And then bolt out, like just run away. And then people's confusion will activate every single other Google Home or Google Assistant. That'd be great.
Yeah, I think you just did that. You just did that.
Oh, to everybody.
Maybe all you have to do is just be like, hey, Garco, play the Good Stuff morning show at volume 10. Thank you. Goodbye.
That's right. Yeah. Speak a command that after you leave, people have a hard time shutting it off.
Buy all the toilet paper and divide it by 0.
Tell me the longest joke you know.
Oh, I got one of those.
Did I choke at the end? Okay. This is stupid.
I have a minute and 5 seconds of this if we want to keep going.
Is it Big Laugh? No, it's not that one. Kyle, those things don't make sense.
Well,
that's just another tease of Soundboard Battleship for folks who aren't Patreon
no
subscribers.
One wants this. No one wants this.
Everybody wants this.
We need to talk about this next story.
Okay, go ahead.
Apple's Shazam music discovery service surpasses 1 billion Shazams per month.
Wow. Per month?
Per month.
Okay.
How is this possible? So Shazam, right? Shazam's been around for a long time. 2002, actually, used to be a text message service. Then it became an app in 2008. And you could press a little Shazam-y button and it would guess. It wouldn't guess. It would try and recognize the song and it would try and guess from what the sounds you gave it. It did a pretty good job. At its 10-year mark, they had 1 billion tags. That's when they hit their first billion, 10 years in, right? So 2012. Now they're at 1 billion a month. What in the world are people Shazamming these days?
Is it people who want to know, like they go to a party or they go to a club or they go, I don't know, they're maybe in a Target for all I know, and they hear a song and they immediately want to find out what it is.
But
with Shazam,
that's
so that
the
they
thing.
can add it to their playlist.
but
and listen to it later.
When are you listening to other audio other than your own these days? I've found that even if you're shopping or you're doing other things or you're eating alone in a restaurant, you've got headphones in and you're listening to your own thing, right? You're eating 24 waffles in a Waffle House. You're listening to your own thing. You're not wondering, hey, what's that song I'm hearing right now on the radio? That
you're not controlling, right?
That's a 2002 mentality. Like, what is it? What is it?
Maybe
it's
just like a kid who has taken his mother's phone and has been spamming the Shazam servers.
Every 12 seconds, they ask a question thinking that it's Garco. And I just don't know. Yeah. It's not saying that it's matching $1 billion a month now. Just for whatever reason, 1 billion things are somehow getting processed by Shazam.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I remember, I think it was like 7, and I was driving somewhere with my dad and our dad, sorry. And I'm looking for it.
Hi, Mom. Hope you're still listening.
Mom, Dad, same thing. We were driving somewhere. We heard a song on the radio, but we clicked to the radio. Either it was like right after they announced what the song, like the title of the song or the artist. We heard the song, hadn't heard it before. We thought, this is a great song. And our dad wanted to go to the store and purchase the album. Right? So
instantly, at that moment.
Right. Well, after the end of the song, they didn't announce who it was. They were on like a playlist or, a list of
Chock-a-block with rock right now on the rock station 109.7 The Butt.
That's right. KBUT.
K-Butt.
And we went to a music store, or I don't remember what it was. And we were looking through these artists, trying to remember possibly hearing the artist's name, or our dad was trying to like match the sound he remembered from the song on the radio.
What a horrible experience this sounded like.
And we I guess we thought that we found the CD, bought it, brought it home, listened to it, and realized this isn't what we listened to on the radio.
Oh no.
And then from then on, I think it was always like the CD that we avoided, like the not forbidden, but it's
nobody
like
wants that.
Yeah, it's like the mistake CD, right? Should have had Shazam CD.
I accidentally bought this thinking that it was, whatever the artist that you thought it was.
If I can go back into my memory, I believe that we listened to a song by Vertical Horizon.
Oh boy!
But we purchased a Pearl Jam CD, or it was the opposite. Like we listened to a Pearl Jam song, and we bought Vertical Horizon or something like that.
Very odd. You know what you should have done is just been patient, waited for it to come back on the radio, and listened for whatever it was. Just wait half a second.
How long would I have to wait?
I don't know.
An indeterminate amount of time. Yeah. Okay, hold on. We were on our way to like out doing errands. Okay, and the music store was on our way.
And that's exactly what the radio station wants. They want you to tune. They're gonna not tell you what that song is, so you'll tune back in, and then they can play more ads for you, so you'll listen to the ads.
I'm reliving a very unpleasant memory now that I'm realizing. So
this is great.
Please end this memory.
Okay. That's fine. What was your first CD that you ever bought? Do you remember?
The first CD that I ever bought.
If that was the one.
I did not buy it. That was not a me.
You wouldn't consider that one your first CD.
One that I bought?
The accidental CD.
Like with my own money, or the one that I asked for? The first.
Isn't it always like the one you buy with your own money? Like this is.
I think the first one I bought with my own money was System of a Down. Toxicity. I believe that's the first one that I bought with my money.
Okay.
Because that's definitely not something that our parents would have bought for me. You know?
Yeah. Yep.
Right?
Yep. That makes sense.
And you?
The clean version of Offspring's Americana.
Oh, man. We used to listen to that all the time.
Yep. That's definitely the one.
Walmart Offspring CD.
Yep. Yep.
Wow.
This is today's special.
It's gone. No, I still don't know. You think I prepped in the last 2 days?
You have 2 days to not even. You had more time this time to go back, listen to the old show, come back, and then all you have to do is just know what the first ding dang word is, and then it's all natural. It's all natural. It just comes back to you. It flows from the mind.
It flows from the mind. Oh, what?
Into the mouth, out the tongue, through the tongue and the teeth, into the microphone, into the listener's ears.
Is it something that I can find?
That's on you.
Somewhere?
That's on you. That's for you to find out.
Okay.
Dig deep next time. You'll get it eventually.
Uh-huh.
Today's special is.
Sorry, I'm trying to listen to it.
Okay. Now you're.
Oh, it's not playing for some reason. Why is it not
This
playing?
is great. This is really good.
I am not a professional chef.
That's not the one. That's an incorrect sound.
What? Oh
my goodness. That's a lot of macadamia nuts.
That's a lot of macadamia nuts. I gotta play it through my iPad. I know. You know what? This ends now. Okay, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna play it. For some reason, it's not working on my.
Could you just over the weekend?
Always allowed.
This is homework. Over the weekend, you'll come back. You'll be fresh. You'll be on it. You'll be ready, and you'll work over the weekend.
I'll tell you what.
Everybody's working for the weekend.
And then you'll come back. It'll be good, and the listeners will enjoy what you've brought to them. Instead of that, what they're doing now is they're sitting. Maybe they're sitting. Maybe they're standing. I don't know. What are you doing, listener? You're what? Okay. Well, I can't say that on the podcast.
Show archived. Play this one. Louder. There it is. Oh, I found it.
Okay.
Wait, what else happens? Hang on a second. I was the one. I'm supposed to start it off.
No, okay. You don't even remember that.
Hold on a second.
We would swap them. I would start one, then you would start one, then I would start one, then you would start one. Why are we arguing about the thing we used to do on a different podcast that's
it's
not
coming
this
back
one?
to me now. A
And
bite-sized podcast. Okay.
Are we gonna do that again?
No, we're gonna get it next time for sure.
Okay.
I told you. I'll get it next time. It'll be perfect. It'll be flawless. I won't even make mention that I forgot. I'll forget though, for sure.
What is today?
Today's actually International Sushi Day.
Okay.
You like sushi?
Love it.
Sorry, love sushi. I love sushi. Here are some International Sushi Day FAQs or facts, as you might call them. What's a good sushi for beginners? You may ask.
Ooh, what would be your answer to this?
My answer, not pertaining to what was written down by this website that I stole from, I would actually say a good beginner roll. California roll is like too generic to me. I feel like California roll gives off the wrong impression if you want to get into sushi. So I would say a dragon roll, actually. So you have some avocado, you have some unagi, you have some tempura
cooked.
shrimp.
You go cooked.
I mean, it's like half and half, right?
I would say a good beginner sushi roll. If you can do this, and I know you personally, Kenny, can't, but a can of tuna with mayonnaise as the center of a hand roll is arguably a good sushi.
What's wrong with you?
It's good.
What's wrong with you?
It's spectacular.
Okay, so what the website says is that a Philadelphia roll is a favorite for sushi newcomers, which is salmon, avocado, and cream cheese.
Salmon, really?
I suppose if you're trying to enter the sushi realm, then masking it with cream cheese, sure, yeah, that might be the thing to do. And salmon being almost flavorless.
What about, so I get that the cream cheese is the Philadelphia part, but what about salmon makes it a Philadelphia?
No, it's
literally
literally the Philadelphia cream cheese that you put into the roll. That is the only reason it's called a Philadelphia roll.
The salmon doesn't come from Philadelphia?
No, Kyle, no salmon comes from Philadelphia.
You sure?
You know what? I'm going to stake my claim on it. Yeah, no salmon comes from Philadelphia. Go ahead. Go ahead, fact check me. I dare you. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Go ahead and eat it.
Okay.
I don't care.
All right.
I dare you.
Go ahead.
Anyway, here's another frequently asked question. Are there any rules for eating sushi? And this says, I guess one rule, it's customary to eat sushi in one bite, unless you're a child. That sounds kind of like an insult, to be honest.
Right. Unless you're an uncultured child.
Hey kid, you can't eat in one bite?
What are you, in first grade?
I got that one.
You can find it. I'll give you a second.
What are you, in first grade?
Okay, there we go.
Loud.
It's very loud. Yeah.
I mean, I agree though. You should eat it in one bite.
Well, and it depends, right? So like if you're getting a Philadelphia roll, eating that in one bite, I don't know. The wilder they get, the harder that is to eat one in one bite. But if it is like just a strip of fish over like a small little patty of rice, just use your hands.
What's that called?
Nigiri.
That's right.
You grab the sides just with your hands, put it in your mouth all at once. That's it. That's all you do. But if it's being served on like a plate and it's being sort of communally eaten, the whole roll is being eaten by everyone, go with the chopsticks. Eat them in one bite if you can eat it in whatever, right? Like,
and if you can't eat it in one bite, you're a child.
Apparently, you're a child. So
you take your piece, and then you turn away. You do a 180 in your chair, and then munch on it however you need to. And then when you're done, you turn back around. You go, one bite.
You put a little bit in your cheek to save it for later. Oh, and then
how much later?
You take out a couple of molars and you stick just the rice in where the molar was.
Oh, what?
And then that's where you save it for later.
I don't like this. Okay, Kyle, you might be asking how to celebrate today's International Sushi Day. Number one, have a sushi day.
Okay.
Well, there you go. Bring your friends and family along. Go to your local sushi restaurant and feast. Listen to the chef's suggestions and try something new.
Omakase, as they call it. Chipotle omakase experience, if you would.
Wait.
Episode 3. Episode 374.
Chipotle.
There it is.
And yes. Episode 374. I'm guessing now. Please don't go back and look at whether I'm right or not about that. I would argue if you have the ingredients at home, sushi at home is also very good. Again, can of tuna, mayo. Get at it. Put a little bit, just a dash of salt and some pepper.
What's wrong with you?
A little bit of hot sauce goes a long way.
Well,
Wrap it up in some seaweed.
That leads into
You're good.
number 2, because number 2 is become a sushi chef.
I am not a professional chef.
Watch a YouTube video and try making sushi yourself. You need a rice cooker, a rice paddle, a bowl of water, a bamboo mat, sharp knife, and the ingredients for the type of sushi you're making. Just all the things. You just need everything. It also takes concentration and commitment, but the finished product is well worth it. Just watch a YouTube video. Sure.
Train for thousands of hours, become a professional sushi chef, and celebrate the day. If you can, just 24 straight hours of YouTube video watching and knife sharpening.
Or you could number 3, watch a sushi documentary like Jiro Dreams of Sushi, which is on Netflix, and you will realize that the world's greatest sushi chef has been making sushi his entire life, and you will never come close to making sushi like that, and you will never eat sushi like that. So give up now and just
watch
YouTube.
Happy International Existential Sushi Day for you, I suppose. Just know you'll never amount to anything.
But you do need to know a few facts about International Sushi Day.
Okay, wait. Are these facts or are these facts? Because we did facts before.
FACTS. Facts.
Okay.
And there's 5. So number 1, it's probably not real wasabi. Horseradish is often used instead of the root of wasabi something plant. So probably not like legit wasabi that you're getting from your local sushi place. Totally fine. Don't worry about it.
Did you know that I'm growing wasabi here right now?
Goody.
It's very difficult to grow in my climate. It does well in tropical climate for whatever that's worth, but you do need to have it in constant shade. The wasabi root is fairly difficult to grow, and so I'm trying my best, but the hot weather that we just had, I think, decimated most of my crops. And so now I'm here just a starving farmer.
That couldn't be closer to the truth.
It's frighteningly real.
Number 2, it didn't start in Japan. This says that Norizushi originated in Southeast Asia near the Mekong River before reaching Japan. Fun fact. These should be fun facts, not 5 facts, but fun facts. Number 3, sushi wasn't always a specialty. It was once more of a quick snack rather than a pricey cuisine.
There are a lot of sushi adjacent dishes, like, balls of rice that you throw salmon into as well, which is like not necessarily sushi, but is sushi adjacent, which is far more like a convenience snack. I'm also talking about hand rolls, which is not really sushi either. It's kind of sushi adjacent, but anyway.
Number 4, sashimi can kill. Sashimi prepared with pufferfish can have lethal amounts of poison if it's not prepared correctly.
You ever had pufferfish?
So don't eat it. No.
I was considering having pufferfish when I went to the Tokyo Fish Market because they've got a bunch of stalls and a bunch of places that serve it. I didn't do it.
Yeah, don't. This says don't.
We didn't. Yeah. Well, it's a fun fact. It's supposed to be fun. So that's why. I'm here for number 4. Let's go.
And number 5, use all the sauce. In Japanese culture, it's improper to waste the soy sauce. So drink up.
Shots, people.
Yo-ho.
Shots.
Shots. Shots. Ugh.
Everybody.
Of soy sauce?
Why not?
Okay.
Yikes.
That one's loud.
It's really loud.
You know what? Instead of soy sauce, I'd rather...
Folks were told to stay off roadways unless absolutely, positively necessary. But they still came out to places like the Circle K gas station.
I wanted donuts.
Wow, that's the whole thing.
You got to shorten that.
You know what?
Sound.
I just dropped it in. I just dropped it in here. And there's no going back now. That's okay, though. No. I see what's on the camera. It's Kyle. He's about to crack into a York peppermint patty, everybody.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hold on, do I have to pause the music?
Ooh.
Hang on.
No, it smells like a butt.
Are you gonna
just like a minty butt?
Are you gonna snap it so we can hear the hiss?
Oh, I was gonna do that like right at the end of the show. That's what I figured we would end on, just that crisp snap.
Okay, so after the bum, we're gonna hear a snap and a hiss.
Absolutely. Stay tuned
here we
for
go.
that. If you'd like to, you can also stay tuned. We are about to draft 64 different sounds. I'm glad we started this show early because we needed the time to do that. Hopefully we're a little shorter today on this one. We'll be back next week with more of the breaking tech news you need to know right in your inbox. Integrated into your inbox. We're right there. We're in your ears now. And we have all the hot takes for you. Just you, the listener. We're still getting folks talking about corn eating habits. We got to know yours. Are you around the world? Are you typewriter?
Are you tired of us talking about it?
Do you turn it vertically? And we got to know. Tweet at us, Morning Show AM on Twitter. Until next week.
Oh, goodbye, everybody.